And new at 4:30, hate crimes on the rise across the Commonwealth. That's according to newly released data from Virginia State Police. Leila Cox joins us here in studio. Leila, when you break down the crime in Virginia study, how much of a rise are we talking about here?
Well, Connor, according to Virginia State Police, we're talking 340 hate crimes incidents involving 377 victims reported by different agencies in 2024. In a newly released Crime in Virginia report, state officials say the Commonwealth has seen more than a 0.25% increase in hate crimes. Reported hate crimes increased by 25.5% on top of a 50% increase the year prior. The study reveals most hate crimes were racially or ethnically motivated. 13 News Now political analyst Leslie Coggle says the United States has a long history of hate crime trends, and now agencies are working to address the widespread issue.
What we've seen is the federal government has more explicitly recognized the severity of this and put a little bit more focus, and state governments as well, on capturing whether or not this is happening, to what extent this is happening.
The number of hate crimes involving religious bias doubled, mainly because of crimes committed at Jewish people. Coggle says political rhetoric is potentially a contributing factor to the rise in anti-Semitic and other hate-motivated crimes.
When a political party and political elites engage with anti-Semitism and in some ways kind of mainstream it or whitewash it, it becomes more acceptable.
Among all 340 reported bias-motivated crimes, state police found destruction and vandalism of property is the most common, increasing by 63%. And with the new year right around the corner, Coggle hopes stronger guidelines are put in place to protect marginalized and targeted groups.
Maybe thinking about ways that we can empower people who are being subject to this sort of hate, so they feel more secure in the spaces that they are entitled to.
Coggle says the 25% increase in hate crimes is not a good indicator of the health of our state's democracy, but emphasizes that as agencies get better at measuring these incidents, we shouldn't be surprised when we see an increase in these reported cases. Leila Cox, 13 News Now.